I'm going to show you how to prepare a address list for a mailing using our mailing service, ITI Direct Mail. So we're going to start out by going to where we store our lists on Dropbox. Okay, so you go to the list folder, go to Alamosa County. I'm going to delete that. Okay. Just ignore that. Oops. Okay. So Alamosa County, for every county, there should be a folder for raw lists. Okay. So click on that folder. There's our file that you're going to be scrubbing or preparing. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is make a copy of this file. I'm just going to use the duplicate function there. Okay. And then I'm going to move that copy out of the raw list folder over to there, just into the county folder. Okay. Then we're going to change the name of the file simply by removing the raw list. So the name will stay the same, but we'll remove raw list and copy. Okay. All right. I usually like to save this in a regular Excel file format, so I'm going to do that. Save. Okay. And then I'm going to delete that CSV file. Okay, so there we've got our file in Excel format that we're ready to start scrubbing. All right. So the first thing we will do is, and by the way, this is just the raw address list from the county, and it's got lots and lots of columns and headings, and the vast majority of these we don't need. So we'll start out by adding 10 columns on the left side here. Okay, insert columns. Alrighty, now we're going to insert some column headings in there, and I keep the column headings just here, okay, in the lists folder. Okay, so that's all that file is, so I'm just going to copy those. Boom. Okay, and then paste them in there. Okay. Now, it is essential that we use these exact column headings and that they be just exactly as these are. In particular, county name has to have the underscore. And that's because when we send this list, we use a mail merge. And for the mail merge to work, these column headings have to be exactly as they are here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is populate these columns by dragging data over into these columns. So let's start with county name. Okay, here's the county name. Copy that, paste it there. Now when I paste, I'm going to overwrite my column heading, so I have to redo that. Just add that underscore in there. Okay, that's all. Okay, parcel. So that's actually the APN. That's what parcel is. APN means assessor's parcel number. This is the APN column. I don't know why this column has this unusual format, so I'm just going to change that. Okay, that's what the numbers actually look like. Okay, copy that. Paste it into the parcel column. Okay, and then I have to change the heading back to the way it was. Okay, offer, we'll get to that later. Name. Okay, so that's the property owner name, which is over here in this column. Now there's actually several name columns, usually. This is the one you want, the owner name formatted. This is the column that we use because it has the owner names correctly, the way they should be. So I'm going to copy that column. I'm going to paste it into that column. Okay, now address. Now, you have to be careful when you get the address data, because this file has two address columns. It has a property address, which is empty here, but sometimes there are addresses in this column. We do not want the property address. We want the address of the property owner, okay? So that's over here, okay? Mailing address. This is the property owner address. So that's the column we copy, okay? We paste it there. And then correct the heading again. Okay, so city, state, and zip are very simple. They're back over here where we just were, where we got the address. Here's the city, here's the state, here's the zip. Right now we're not using the 4-digit, so just use the 5-digit zip, okay? You can just simply copy those columns and paste them into these columns, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is acreage. So let's find acreage. Here we go. So the column doesn't actually say acreage, it says lot area, okay? But this is acreage. I know that because it says lot area units here, AC, that stands for acres, okay? So this is our acreage. Copy that. Paste there. Correct that heading. There. Okay. Okay, the next step in this process is going to be to remove all records that say LLC, like this one, or this one, or this one, or that say Inc. Let's find one with Inc. There aren't that many that say Inc. There's mostly LLCs. So anything with LLC or Inc. INC or company CO, we're going to remove those records. Okay. You guys know how to do that type of thing better than I do, so I won't attempt to show you how to do it. But remove those records and just put them in a different Excel file, okay? And then just put that Excel file back into this raw lists folder, okay? So after you've removed all of the LLCs, Incs, company records, I want you to remove duplicate records with duplicate names, okay? So this is a duplicate name, okay? So I would only want one Conservancy Nature here, okay? Let's find some more duplicate names. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'm not seeing any, but you'll find them. And duplicate names are not duplicate records. They're just duplicate names because one property owner will own more than one property. So remove those duplicates and put them in the same file where you just put the LLCs and Incs into. Okay, so you've removed the LLCs and Incs, you've removed the duplicate names. The next step is going to be ordering the records according to acreage. Okay, so let's see here. I don't want to do this now because I don't have any records here, but you know how to do it. Just use the order function, okay, to order these from small acreage to large acreage, okay? I'm not going to do that now, but you know how to do that. All right, so now we've got just about everything complete. Oh, I forgot something. When you order it with acreage, you'll also want to put something in this column, because if a column is empty, as far as I understand, it won't, it'll only order these columns, but not these. So we'll probably want to put, I don't know, 0 here, and just put something in that column. I think you understand what I mean, but we won't be able to have that column empty when we order the records according to acreage. And of course, you will have already populated city, state, and zip. All right, so now you've got them ordered by acreage, small acreage at the top, large acreage at the bottom. the next thing you need to do is create the IDs, okay? This is simply a unique ID for every property. And the way we create them is simple. We take generally the first four or sometimes 3 letters of the county name. So this is Alamosa County. So the ID is going to be, it's going to start with A-L-A-M, okay? And then first record will be 0001, okay? We have thousands of records, so there's going to be 4 digits, all right? And then you just simply assign everything in an ID by dragging that down, okay? And then just drag it all the way down to the bottom of the list. Simple as that, okay? So you have, everything should be complete now. They're ordered by acreage. You've got everything assigned an ID. At this point, you need to alert me that you have completed this, the task to this stage, and I will put in the offer amount, okay? I will put in the amount of money that I'm going to offer for each property, all right? Something like that. So I will do that, and then I will return the list to you. And then the next thing you are going to do is break this list down into a series of files of smaller lists, okay? So this list is, let's see, I think it's over 2,000 records, yeah. Oh, no, it's not. It's 1,434 records. So generally, I like to have 500 records in each list. So we'll divide this into 3 lists, one of 500, a second one of 500, and the final third list of 434. Okay, and the way you do the break that down is just create a let's see here. Close that. Don't save. Simply create 3 files and label them mailing 1, okay? And then at the end, put the IDs. So in mailing 1, we have the first 500 records. So it will be ALAM 0001 through 0500. Okay, and then the next file would be mailing 2 0501 through 1000. Okay, and then the final would be mailing 3 1000 through 434. All right. Of course, there would be 3 different files. I'm just showing you how you would label each of those files. When you, oops, I didn't save anything. So, but what I wanted to mention is that after you've created all the columns and you've ordered them, removed the duplicates, they're all ready to go. Everything else can be deleted. Okay, you can delete everything else because remember we have all this other information here in the raw list folder. Okay, and we can search for anything on the APN by APN. So, okay, I hope that made sense. And please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.